Hi guys, this is Honey from Nodejs Dev. So today we're going to be doing this. That is, we're just going to write any name, and then if you click it here, we're going to get the temperature, the description, and a photo describing the condition. So we're going to be using the Open Weather Map API. The link is in the description. You have to go there and then just click API keys and you'll be able to get to this page. You can create how many API keys you want, and it'll take some time to detect. It'll take some time to make this a valid API key. Once it becomes a valid API key, you can use it for anything. So we're going to go click here API, and then we're going to go to API doc, and then we're going to be looking at the docs. So they're saying that to make an API call, you have to use this, and here you have to pass the city name, which is London, Chennai, New York, anything. And then this is the API ID. This one will be that weird number that we saw as API key. So let me just copy it and let's just check it out. So I'm gonna write London over here, London for example, and the API key. I'm just gonna go get my API key. So I'm just gonna copy this and then I'm gonna paste the API key over here, and we're getting a lot of details. So we get the coordinates and we get the weather, which is the main thing that we want. We want the I don't know if we want the ID, but we want the description. The description is this, and we also want the icon. What's the icon? And because with this icon name you could get the photo for this. So yeah, so this is how you just do the API calling. So we're just going to go to a new project here. I've already done it here, but for purposes of this video we're going to do it again. I'm going to create a new folder, just say YouTube weather app.js. No, it's a new folder. Yeah, weather app. Okay. I did it wrong, guys. Yes. So I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna create a new folder. I'm just gonna create a new window, and I'm gonna create a new folder. Okay, then I'm going to go here. I'm going to create a new folder and something like YouTube, for example. Then select that folder, and then I'm going to create a new file. Anything, I'm just going to say index.js, and then we're going to be creating a new file. Let's say page.html. So HTML is this page that you're seeing here, with this one, the before one, this page. So to create this, we use HTML. So I'm going to be creating that here. So just follow along. So just write HTML. This is a boilerplate, that really comes. So you can keep any title. I'm going to say my weather app. Yes. Okay, in the body you're going to create a form. So yeah, and we're gonna keep a form, and inside the form we're gonna put an input, and the input will be I'm gonna say city name. It doesn't have any value. You could give a placeholder. Placeholder means it comes like an hash inside as what it is, or you could create a label. I'm just gonna keep a label. So yeah, label. So you have to create an ID for this. So I have to say ID equal to, let's just say city, and I'm gonna write that there. So it means that this is going to be the label for this. Label is this thing. This is the label. So that's why I'm writing this is for this input, and then whatever you write here that's what's going to be displayed here. So I'm going to write city name and a colon. Okay, now I'm going to say the method is going to be post, so it's going to, whoever writes anything, fills this form and submits it, he's going to have posted. So that's why it's method post, and the action is not going to be here, it's going to be the home route, because you'll see why that is later. And then we're going to get a button, yeah, to submit it, and it's going to be type submit. And you could keep any name, and whatever you write here, that's what's going to be seen there. So I'm going to say click here, that's it, and then I'm going to save this, and now we're going to go to our index.html. So just open your code editor, so we're going to find our file, so the folder. Okay, so then we're going to do npm I express and body parser. Those are the only two things we need, so I'm just going to install both of them, and meantime we're just going to do this. So constant called express, it's going to be equal to require the basic stuff. So then we're going to create a constant called app, which is equal to express this, and then we're going to create another constant called body parser. The body parser is like somebody who writes information in this thing here. To get this data, we use body parser, so that's why we're using body parser, because we need the city name that they gave to use it in the API call here, so that's why. So I'm going to write is equal to require body parser, then I'm going to write app.use body parser dot URL encoded extended. This is stuff that they want us to write, so I'm just going to write it true, and that's it. So now we can use it. So now I'm going to write app.get. So this, I'm going to create a function, a callback function. It has a request and a response, and we're gonna do res, which is in the response, like the response is whatever we send it. So I'm gonna say we're gonna just send a file, so that's why send file, and then we're gonna send this file page.html. so just same name. So because we want whoever comes to, like, all browsers to get requests to our page when we run them. So if somebody does a get request, then we want this page to be seen. So if somebody comes to our, let's say, localhost 3000, we have to show them this file. So this file is what we just prepared. So that's why I'm writing that. Then we're gonna do app.post. So app.post is when you enter this name and everything, and then the method is post. So when they submit it, and then it'll be posted. So then what should we do? That's what the main thing, and that's what we write it over here. Yeah. So we're going to create a constant. We're going to create a constant called city name, let's say, which is equal to the request, because he has requested it, so it's going to be in the request. Dot body, it's going to be in the body of that, and then dot whatever you gave here, which is this name, the name of that input. Just gonna say that. So to get this thing, we have to use the body parser, or else we'll not be able to get this. So after getting this, we're going to create a constant called URL, and that's going to be the URL that we want to post. So, and Now if you just look into the temperature, you're going to be seeing this, which is actually not correct, because I mean it's in a different metric. So we're going to change it to units equal to metric. Now you're going to be able to see something, but yeah, so now you're going to see the correct thing, because now it's in Celsius. Before it was not. So to do that, you have to add units equal to metric. It's given there in their API. It's one of the methods. So I'm just going to copy this whole thing and go over here and then paste this. Okay, so now that we've pasted this, no, we don't want to always have a London call. We want to have the call of whatever they gave here. So we're gonna break it. Yeah, we're gonna go here, write it here. I'm gonna pass, oops, yeah, I'm gonna pass the city name. Come on, yeah, so the city name is gonna be here. So now it's gonna get attached with this, and then they're gonna search it, which is exactly what we want. So now we're going to require another module called HTTPS. You don't have to install this because it's a pre-built, it's a inbuilt module, so you don't have to install this. HTTPS. So yeah, so now we're going to do https.get. We're going to send in the URL, and we're going to create, and after sending it, we're going to get a response. And we're gonna look for the response.on. This is standard stuff that you have to write. We're just looking for some data, and have to write function data, and then we're gonna look into what we have to do. So first we're gonna just parse this. So we're gonna create a constant called JSON data, which is equal to JSON.parse this data that we got. This is the data that we got from the server, this one, all of this. So then, but it's not going to be like this, so we're just going to parse this so that we get the proper one. And after we parsed it, we're going to just take whatever we want. So we're going to take the temperature, so we're going to find out where it is. So the temperature, okay, it's main.temp. okay, I'm just gonna write JSON, whatever you named here. So JSON data dot main dot temp. Temp. Yes, and then another constant is gonna be the description. So we're gonna go to here and here and here. Okay, so this is a list, so we have to specify the index, but it only has one item, so everything is in the index 0. So it's weather.description. Okay, we're gonna write JSON data dot, just a sec. Okay, JSON data dot weather. Okay, so it's gonna be weather, and it's in index 0, and there we're gonna look for description. I think I spelled it correct. Yep. And then another constant called icon, because this icon value, I'm gonna show you how to get the icon image using this. For now, we're just gonna take it, so it's gonna be inside. Okay, yeah. So it's gonna be inside JSON data, same thing, dot weather 0 dot icon. So now we got all of this value. So if you want, you could just console log all of this to check if it works or not, but we're just going to proceed here and then look at how to do this. So now we just want to send the user all of this details back. So we're just going to send it back, but before that we need to do a main step, which is to get the image. The image, that is when we click here, you're going to get an image. So to get that image, we have to go there. So to get icon URL, to go here. So for example, this is how we got it, and we got this icon. So we have to put, so it corresponds to different images here. So we have to put it inside over here. So let me just see that. Okay, so we're gonna get this. So if you change this value over here to anything, let's just say something that they have. Okay, 0, 0, 1, and sorry about that. So yeah, 0, 1, n. I was writing O there. So 0, 1, n. Okay, so we're getting this image, which is over here. 0, 1, n. We're gonna get this image. So that's how you use it. So we're just gonna copy this image, copy this API call URL, and then we're gonna create another URL called constant image URL, which is going to be equal to this, but we don't want always to see that image. We want to see whatever the correct image is. So I'm gonna write icon, because this is the icon name. It's gonna get it from this thing, this get request. It's gonna get that, it's gonna place it here, and then it's gonna run. So now we're just gonna write rest.write. That's because you're writing multiple lines. So if you just write rest.send, it's gonna just send one line. We want multiple lines, so we're using this. So guys, we're gonna write rest.write, and we're gonna write any statement. So we could say so we're gonna use this for specifying that it's gonna be a heading. So this is what we use in HTML. So yeah, so the temperature in, and then we're gonna write the city name, whichever they gave. So city name, this one. So that is that, and then we're gonna write is, and then we'll write the temperature we got from this get request, and then we're gonna say, and let's say degrees Celsius, and then we're gonna close it. So this is like the common syntax. So it's gonna make it a big one, and then we're gonna do another one called rest.write. Let's do it a paragraph. Paragraph P is for paragraph. So the weather description is, and then whatever we got, which is this, and then we're just gonna close it again. P, yeah. So now we're gonna write the final thing, which is the image. So we're gonna write rest.write the image, this one. So we're gonna do, this is a open tag, which means there's no closing bracket for this. So we're just gonna pass in the image URL, and then we're gonna write close it. So, and finally we have to write rest.send, which ends the thing. So then we're gonna do some editing over here. So we're gonna write dir name plus this thing. So this make sure that you take the data, the directory from anywhere, and then append it to this, and then search for that file and then send it, which is great. So just add it here, then check if everything is HTTPS. Sometimes the S gets gone, so yeah, it's yes both places. So then we're going to write the app.listen to specify which port we're listening to. So we're listening on port 3000. Okay, we're just going to save it. Now we're going to just go to here. We're going to like CLS, and then we're going to write node, and then we're going to write the file name, which is index.js. So now we're going to go to localhost 3000. So this is why we use the labels. So now we got it. So we're going to write London, let's say. We're going to click here. So we got the degrees of London. Okay, we're going to give a space. Okay, that's a bit bad, I should say. Okay, I'll rerun it. Now it should be fixed. We'll do another country, someplace, I would say Africa. Yeah. Okay, so this is in the H1, this is a description, and this is the photo that we got from the server. So thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, you could definitely subscribe. Bye guys.